Hey y'all, so I am here today to show you how to get this monochromatic look using Passionate Blush from Savvy Minerals. Look at this beauteousness. I mean, it's just a beautiful rosy brown that I think would look good on everybody, whether you are cool or warm, fair or darker skinned. I think it's something that everybody can use, and I'm super excited about this look. It's one of my favorite things from Savvy Minerals, and I've used it 2 different ways on my eyes. I've used it as blush and on my lips. If you're interested in learning how to use Passionate Blush, hashtag all the ways, then keep on watching. Of course, as soon as I start to film, the whole neighborhood decides they're gonna cut grass. But I got everything set up here, and this is the time I've blocked off to film, so if you hear some lawnmowers in the background, I'm really sorry. I cannot control the world. I've already done my base to save time, and we're just gonna hop on into the eyes. So the first thing that I would like to do is lay down a bit of Crowned All Over my lid and just a tiny bit up into the crease, just as a kind of a further blending color there. It just gives a little bit of sparkle and a little bit, and it will be a little bit lighter than the other stuff that I'm putting on the eyes, so that'll be nice, but it'll be kind of subtle. If you don't have Crowned All Over, you could do this with Wanderlust. You could do it with Spoiled or Crushin', or even the Diamond Dust mixed with a little bit of, just a tiny bit of the Passionate Blush, just to give it a little bit more color. I'm also going to just lightly spray a brush and go into Crowned All Over and just pat that right in the center of the eye. And what this will do is it'll make the Crowned All Over appear a little more shimmery right in the center of the eye, and that's really good for making your eyes appear more open and big. Next, I'm going to take a crease brush and I'm going to actually go into Passionate. Here we go, it's happening. And I'm going to just run that right in the crease. Not too preciously, just back and forth, windshield wiper motions right in that crease. And then going up a little bit and then down a little bit, just to kind of diffuse that color so it's not super concentrated in one particular area. Because we are going to darken the crease in a bit, and do that on the other eye, just back and forth. It's really interesting doing your makeup in a video viewfinder without a mirror. Although I have a mirror sitting right here, I could be using that. Okay, back and forth. Now I'm also going to take the same brush. You can use a different brush if you want to, but since I've already got the stuff on there, I'm not really gonna load it up too heavily, and I'm gonna go right under. Make sure to tap off, especially for this step, because you don't want to get this all over the eye. And again, not too preciously, and it doesn't matter if it goes down a bit lower than like a regular like eyeliner color would, because it's just kind of creating like a overall haze in your eye. We're going to darken up that lash line with another product later. And I'm just going to unite the corner and kind of bring it around to the upper lid part. Again, just kind of creating that haze around the eye. Take a more detailed brush into the multitasker, making sure to tap off. You could also accomplish the same step with the Passionate Blush by wetting your brush, and that'll give you a bit more intensity of color. In fact, let me just show you that for chuckles. Okay, so I just sprayed my brush, and I'm going to dip into a little bit of the Passionate Blush, tap it off, and then go right in that outer V, outer corner, outer third area there, and just go in circular motions. And you see how that deepened it up just a little bit? That looks really nice. And then just repeat on the other side. Wetting the brush really just intensifies the color. If it's a matte color, you're going to get a deeper, richer color from it. If it's a metallic or shimmery color, you're going to get a bit more of that metallic or sheen from it. So yeah, it's just an intensifier. I'm going to also wet the brush and just lightly run it in the crease to deepen the actual crease line there in my eye. This is not necessarily going to be a subtle look. Now I want to add even more depth in that outer corner and the lash line. So I'm going to take my little really super small pointed brush. You could also use an angled brush. And I'm going to go into the multitasker, tap off. Then I'm going to run it along the lash line. Can you see? Yeah, okay, good. Run it along the lash line, up into the outer V, into the crease there, and create kind of like a V shape, if you can see that. There's a V shape right there with the darker color. Okay. And then just lightly buff in the center of the V so it's not such a harsh line. You're not really adding any more product there, you're just kind of blending it a little bit further with whatever's left on the brush. And there you go. You just deepened out that outer corner. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's the outer corners done. Now we're going to curl those lashes and apply some mascara. Okay, and you could just leave it like that, but I'm going to take it another step further for those who would want to. Because of my particular eye shape, I have learned that putting on eyeliner after my mascara is better for me because of my hooded eyes. It just gives me a better guide as to where to go and where to extend that wing. If your eye shape allows you to do it better before the mascara, then you would just reverse the steps that I'm doing here. So for me, before I go in with the eyeliner, I'm going to do the Diamond Dust lash trick and just apply a little bit of Diamond Dust to my upper lashes and apply another coat of mascara. Now this just gives me a bit more volume and length on my lashes, just like a fiber mascara would, so I'm really happy with that. And now finally we're going to do the eyeliner. And I'm going to try it a different way today and see how it works and if it lasts any better for me, because previously I've been doing eyeliner with lavender lip balm in the Jet Setter, but I'm going to just spray a little bit of misting spray on my hand and then dip into the Jet Setter eyeliner and tap it on over the misting spray and make sort of a liquid eyeliner type situation and apply it to my lash line. I'm just going to add a little bit more Diamond Dust to my lashes and do a third coat and then add a little bit more definition to the lower lash line and we'll be done with the eyes. I'm going to take that pointed brush with the multitasker again and just get a little bit on there and then just lightly run that right at the lash line. This is just going to add a little bit more depth and definition. And the step of applying that the Passionate kind of loosely underneath there and then going in more directionally with a darker shade really close to the lash line helps to make the eyes look a bit wider and bigger. And the eyes are done. Okay, so now let's use Passionate Blush another way, weirdly as a blush. I've already applied my bronzer, so I'm just going to go right in with, I'm going to dab in my brush. And I have a little bit of Passionate Blush here in the cap. I'm just going to dab in there. And then I like to just kind of swirl off the excess in the actual jar. And then just in light motions, circular motions over the apple of the cheek and then blend it in to the bronzer. Okay. And there we go. It's such a pretty blush and I feel like it looks really good on, it could look really good on even the most fair skin. You just have to use a light hand. And then for darker skins, if you do it as a cream blush, amazing. But I love it as a cream blush for me too. It just takes some of the pink and ashiness out of it when you use it as a cream blush on a darker skin, so it really looks nice. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing a little bit of Crowned All Over and Wanderlust for my highlight. I'm going to just apply it lightly with a fan brush. And on the tip of my nose. And then the last way we're going to use the Passionate Blush is on our lips. So I like to apply a little bit of lip balm and then I get a little bit of Passionate Blush on my finger and just pat it over my lips until I have the desired depth of color that I'm going for. So that is the look done. If this look is a little too bold for you, then just blot it down to your desired depth of color, and or you could do Embrace over it to lighten it and give it a little bit more shine. It just depends on your preference. And the last thing that I always like to do with any look is give myself a nice spritz with the misting spray. This is my DIY version that I love. And yeah, there you go. There's a monochromatic look, including a wing, using the Passionate Blush. I hope that was helpful for you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. That would be amazing. If you are already a Young Living member, I hope that this kind of helped you make some decisions about things that you want to try or place on your first Savvy Minerals order. I will be doing a video coming up soon with my recommendations for a few different options for ways to get started and build your collection with Savvy Minerals without breaking the bank and just going in and buying all the things. So stay tuned for that. If you are not already a Young Living member, I would love to be your savvy girl and help you to get started. We have a growing team that is full of lots of just really passionate people. The size of our team is such that we have very easy access to higher ranked people who are very engaged in sharing all of their knowledge and experience with us, which I think is kind of unique and really has been very beneficial to us and to me personally. So anyway, if you're interested, let me know and I would love to help you get started. Otherwise, until next time, y'all, thanks so much for watching and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Passionate Blush. If you're interested in learning if you're interested in learning how to hashtag